can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone. Oh. Trash can. Ich glaube, ich weiß schon was. Mal eben gucken. Gummy bag war auch dabei. Apparently there are a lot of these inside Yoko's room. Each bag comes with 4 flavors. Strawberry, melon, grape and... orange. Strawberry, melon, grape and orange. Aber... Gelb ist doch eher Zitrone. Also ich meine, Strawberry wäre rot. Melon kommt auf die Melone an, aber da hätte ich jetzt auch rot oder grün oder sowas erwartet. Was war's noch? Orange ist natürlich, Orange ist halt orange, ne? Grapefruit. Grapefruits sind aber auch nicht gelb. Hätte ich jetzt gesagt.
Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt! You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, that is...
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy! No, that's wrong!
Tatsächlich.
About that gummy, did Hiyoko really drop it? The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
Midget.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taller.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
Moment, sehen die vielleicht auch anders aus? Das ist so ein komisches Bärchen. Und wie sehen die anderen aus? Sieht man nicht so richtig. Aber die sehen, glaube ich, nicht aus wie Beeren. Die sehen tatsächlich aus wie Früchte, oder? Bin ich sicher.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavors, right?
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor?
Ja, okay, Lemon. Ich glaube, das wurde auch mal gesagt, dass man es gefunden hat.
The gummy at the crime scene was yellow. So it
Oder
obviously looked
jetzt
like
wird's
it was
zumindest gesagt.
lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Aber in der Verpackung sieht das tatsächlich aus, als wäre was Gelbes da.
Then we
Egal.
can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch! You think you're in the clear just because of a little Don't be stupid! I'm not done backing you into a corner yet!
Oh, was kommt jetzt? Iron barred window. Footprints, Mika's autopsy report.
We're not...
Was stand denn da so dran? My hero received a blow to the head from behind and died instantly. We're not done with Hiyoko yet.
There's still a huge piece of evidence left!
Let's hear
You're
it.
talking about the footprints near the beach house, right?
Oh, okay.
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and blocked the door to the road. Thanks to her.
Nein, die war sofort tot.
We have the evidence we need.
Nein, die war sofort tot.
That's wrong! I left those footprints during my morning walk!
We're not done with Hiyoko! There's still a huge...
You're talking about the footprints.
It's true, and we can thank
What is that? Mahiru used her last ounce of strength.
Nope.
No, that's wrong!
Das hatten wir doch auch mal in Ace Attorney 1, glaube ich, in einem der ersten Fälle sogar.
Mahiru didn't block the door.
Ich glaube, das kommt sogar recht.
Death was instant.
Das kommt, glaube ich, sogar recht oft in Ace Attorney vor, dass erst irgendwie der Tote, dem Toten wird noch irgendeine Handlung nachgesagt und dann steht im Autopsie-Report, das ist nicht so wahr. Nicht wirklich wahr.
According to my autopsy, yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
Bam, tot.
If you keep making shit up, I'll fucking kill you!
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
Der ist ja richtig gemein eigentlich, ne? Das heißt, Mahiru hat nicht mal mitbekommen, dass sie getötet wurde. Sie ist einfach da rumgestanden und im nächsten Moment weg. Nicht cool.
Ryuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward threatens women.
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow.
Helping his case, indeed.
That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Kyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true! Let's assume Hiyoko is the killer. Wouldn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled a body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
But when I saw her, she was
Stimmt.
clean.
See? I told you I wasn't the killer! Yay! With this, my innocence has been proven!
I won't let you look down on me.
Jeez.
We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Okay, what have you got? Oh Gott. Wie ging das nochmal? Meine, gibt vielleicht noch ein paar mehr? Okay, Footprints on the beach, metal bed, shower room, ironbound window. Obviously, na gut.
If Mahiru didn't block
Shower
the
room
door,
wahrscheinlich.
then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Fuyuhiko is stubbornly insisting that Hiyoko is the killer. If I don't counter all his words, he'll be pushed back. Ja, die Sache ist nur, wenn ich die Wörter zu schnell durchschneide, dann kriege ich gar nicht mehr zu hören, was er sagt. Deswegen hatte ich jetzt gerade ein bisschen gewartet, aber dann leider zu lange gewartet.
If Mahiru didn't block it, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Ach, ich habe auch gar keinen Schnitt mehr übrig.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Wie soll ich das denn machen?
Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Huh?
If Mahiru, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I
Ja,
can think
hallo?
of.
Ich würde ja gern... Hä?
If Mahiru didn't block, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Ich habe doch gar nicht genug Schnitte übrig.
If Mahiru
Soll ich das denn
didn't
machen?
block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Ah.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Vielleicht nur am Schluss längs statt quer.
If Mahiru didn't block, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Nee. Genau deswegen habe ich dieses Minispiel...
If Mahiru didn't block the door,
Ja.
then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Jetzt vielleicht? Nein.
If Mahiru didn't block the then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think
Fehlt
of.
immer einer.
If Mahiru didn't block, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and
Am Anfang
blocked
kann
the
ich
door
mit
with
2
her body.
durchschneiden.
Hiyoko is the only
Dann
killer I
könnte
can
es
think
passen.
of. If
Nochmal.
Mahiru didn't
1,
block,
2.
then Hiyoko did it.
2, 3.
She killed Mahiru
1, 2,
and
3.
blocked the door with her
1, 2,
body.
3.
Hiyoko is the
1, 2,
only
3,
killer I
4.
can think of.
Oh Mann.
If Hiyoko moved the body, and she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach after she moved the body. She just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Ich dachte echt schon, ich hänge jetzt fest, ey.
Now, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Falls ihr euch noch erinnert.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Baumel.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was done, she put them back on.
Kann nicht sein, weil sie ja nicht ihren Kimono alleine zumachen kann.
Are you saying I did something that perverted?
Ja, außerdem ist die Vorstellung schon ein bisschen abgefuckt, irgendwie nackig sowas zu machen. Hiyoko took off her clothes before committing murder. No, that should be impossible. She can't get dressed by herself. She can't get undressed. Nein, ich glaube, das kriegt sie hin.
I see. Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't tie my kimono sash by myself.
Which means Hiyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
So habe ich das jetzt auch wieder nicht gemeint. Ich meine nur, dass es dem Ganzen noch eine ziemlich abgefuckte Krone oben drauf aufsetzt, sozusagen. Mann.
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. It only smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place?
Stimmt, das kann ja auch noch dazu.
Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept
Ja, der ist
quiet.
ja mit einer fucking Machine Gun aufgetaucht
Damn
letztes
right.
Mal.
I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hiyoko do with the blood that got on her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean
Oh,
whoever
shit.
was covered in blood is suspicious?
Da war ja jemand, ne? Oh.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed down.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
No thanks.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
How does that sound pretty cool? What the fuck?
The hell it does!
Genau.
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer? Yeah, seems like it. See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru, because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind.
Unlike you.
There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid. Stupid.
Meinst du
stupid,
Nekomaru und
stupid.
Akane?
Hyoko, please don't cry.
Oh god, no.
Everything is fine now, right?
Mikan, du lernst nie, oder?
Shut the hell up, Pig Bart. I hope you get a hangnail and die.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry for being Pig Bart.
More importantly. Schöne Überleitung. Fuyuhiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. Getting so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be? Does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed, can you tell us the truth?
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already. So, can you give us the details about that trap?
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
Yeah, she never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
Hasenstahl? Was ist das denn?
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yeah, this one.
Ach so. Ich war echt verwirrt kurz. Gedacht, Hasenstahl, was ist das denn jetzt? Aber, das ist eine schöne Beschreibung. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same at 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. Let's keep it a secret until then. Let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they started suspecting us for no reason. Mahiru calls noch eben mein Level up. Letter Hiyoko received.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
Huh? The letter that Hiyoko had. Doesn't it clearly contradict that other evidence? Danke für, dass die Nachricht nicht lang genug da stand. Das hier, ne? Weil der andere Brief hat... Ja, nicht eine andere... Ja. Der andere Brief hat eine andere Uhrzeit angezeigt. Oh, da habe ich gerade... Das meinte ich nicht. Ich meinte... Egal.
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
About what we discussed earlier, is okay if we change the place and time. Would you come to the beach house on the second island at 2:30 p.m.?
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hiyoko's letter...
Oh, is it okay if we change the place? Or would you come to the beach house on the second island at 2 p.m.?
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
Die Handschrift ist, glaube ich, auch dieselbe.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think? Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
It's safe to say a letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Ich würde sagen beide.
I see!
The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters... Confirm! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same.
Yep.
The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
Schöner Satz da hinten dran noch so. Ja, und vor allem auch dieser eine Satz von wegen, bis dahin sehen wir uns lieber nicht mehr, hat ja dann auch dafür gesorgt, dass sie beide sich nicht mehr getroffen haben und daher auch nicht feststellen konnten, dass sie beide so einen komischen Brief bekommen haben. Ne?
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all.
Ich dachte, er sagt jetzt irgendwie nochmal, wie schlimm das ist, dass sie gestorben ist oder so, wo sie sich so gut verstanden haben. Aber jetzt fängt er schon wieder damit an.
It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
Lightly punch him to death. Okay. Das ist ein schöner Kontrast, den ich jetzt nicht
So based on
erwartet
what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. What on earth happened there?
I fell asleep. Why'd you fall asleep?
Seriously.
It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore?
Monokuma sitzt da im Hintergrund und grinst sich voll einen ab.
I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet, and when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
Das muss dann nicht so cool gewesen sein. Das würde auch erklären, warum sie dann weinend da entlang gerannt ist. Am Diner vorbei.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start.
Sounds like it.
And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion.
Jetzt fängt er wieder an.
That is what a class trial should be.
Seine Augen.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Ich glaube, wir sollten mit dem mal Freetime machen irgendwann.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hiyoko has told us. So,
Really?
let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Aber was denn? Ich meine, sie ist doch nur eingeschlafen.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's the splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Hey. What? He's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
Bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if what lies ahead is a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward, because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Die werden da bestimmt gleich wieder reingepackt. Was schon, Unterbrechung?
Well now.
Ach, da muss ich wieder vorlesen, das kann ich heute gar nicht. Well then, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now. What? You're going to spoil who the killer is? If I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked. They all feel despair. You can't. That's seriously a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who is the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is... Yeah, you can. Everyone please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct. You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow it feels wrong to me. What the... Why? Why? Ja, sie hat offenbar ihren Arm aus den Seilen bekommen, um in Blödsinn auftreten zu können.
And my heart is throbbing like crazy right now.
Didn't wanna know that.
To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
Das Lied.
Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Oh, I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do.
Das ist irgendwie so ein Lied, das könnte man sich ja gut vorstellen, dass das jemand voll laut aus seinem Auto laufen lässt, während er mit 120 durch die Fußgängerzone fährt.
Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Irgendwie so einen grotesken Unterton, keine
Well,
Ahnung.
now that we've decided to believe Hiyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hiyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Candy can be a clue.
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't. Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
Just as you thought.
If the killer planted evidence while Hiyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Okay, yeah.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hiyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime after I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
Muss ja eigentlich mal sein, weil sonst hätte der Killer ja auch Fußabdrücke hinterlassen.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
I wonder. At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened. That's what I think.
Da bin ich jetzt auch gerade wirklich nicht 100% mit meiner Erinnerung noch dabei, wie das war. Deswegen war das tatsächlich gerade meine Vermutung, was ich gerade geäußert habe, dass, ja, der muss ja eigentlich da geblieben sein wegen den Fußabdrücken. Oh, I'm playing a game. Is that what you're thinking? Benjamin Blümchen. If so, we've prepared the perfect product for you. You will dive into your own brain, and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions, because we haven't had enough minigames yet, aber das ist sogar cool. It's called the Logic Dive. During the Logic Dive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination of the synapse cores. You can move sideways with the mouse. Was mit der Maus? Oh Gott, seid ihr bescheuert? Warum nicht A und D? And accelerate with the control key? What the fuck? Press the right mouse button to brake and left mouse button to jump. Oh god. Jetzt hätte ich gern Controller. There will be various obstacles you will encounter as you progress through the course. So make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. Jesus, what the fuck? Okay, kann ich das nochmal sehen? Rechts ist Bremsen, links ist... Okay, and accelerate control. What kind of weird... Okay. Also, upon reaching a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path of the answer you think is correct. Let me save before you can see me. Okay, let me not save, apparently, because you can see me fail spectacularly. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I highly recommend that you make good use of the brake. This is my meddlesome advice to you. If you press the escape key during the Logic Dive, you can review the controls before we have to do that. Well then, good luck and have fun. She's right, this might be a very important problem. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran away from the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. If I just focus and think about it, I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm going to do it. Let's go. Ah, okay, ich kann auch mit WASD. Oh, ich kann auch mit Leertaste springen. Aber das macht das Ganze ja schon... Und ich kann mit nach unten bremsen. Ah, das macht das Ganze ja schon viel besser. Ja, wer hat damit gerechnet, das heute zu sehen? When did the killer arrive at the beach house? Before Hiyoko arrived. Before Hiyoko arrived. Ich meine, der musste ja bewusstlos gemacht haben. Okay, war richtig. Oh, ups, das war ein Loch. Aber ich kann auch mit nach vorne Gas geben, das macht's ja noch besser. Oder baue ich die Maus ja eigentlich gar nicht. Oh shit. When did the killer leave the beach house? After Hiyoko left, sonst hätte er ja kein Beweismittel da noch platzieren können. Also falsches Beweismittel, das Gummibärchen halt. Alright. Hui! Ich glaube, die werden später noch viel verrückter. Question 3. Beach. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? Oh, oops. Ups. Jetzt habe ich gerade den Chat gelesen. Rips Stream-Qualität, ja. Wenn mal irgendjemand zufällig weiß, was ich dafür machen muss, dass so schnelle Sachen auch vernünftig dargestellt werden, dann sagt mir das gerne. Ich habe nämlich eigentlich genug Upload. Ich weiß noch nicht, was ich einstellen muss. Muss ich dafür die Bitrate hoch machen? Ich mal versuchen. Ich meine, jetzt ist es egal. Jetzt ist es eh zu spät. Ich kann trotzdem mal ein bisschen höher stellen. Gucken, was dann passiert. So, zurück zum Spiel.
It's all coming together. Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
Seriously. Vielleicht sollte ich einfach mal irgendwann unter der Woche, wenn ich ein bisschen Zeit habe, der war gut, irgendein Spiel streamen, wo ganz viel Bewegung ist. Und dann, während ich das streame, ein paar Einstellungsexperimente vornehmen.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't want that to happen to me. I need to answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding, the place where Hiyoko hasn't looked, is... Ja, da wo sie selber war, ne? Sie ist herausgerannt, hat dann im Shower Room nochmal vorbeigeguckt und ist dann komplett rausgerannt.
Here! The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
If the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place in advance, I can only think of one place. That's right, the place where the killer was hiding inside the closet was... da waren noch so Surfboard cases.
Here! What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case.
Spricht das aber nicht dafür, wenn ein Surfboard nicht mal in der Hülle drin ist, dass dann jemand in der Hülle drin
The
ist?
killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place. Because we haven't been on this island that long. So the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
So.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Schon irgendwie ein bisschen gruseliger Gedanke.
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
Also, ja, irgendwie creepy, diese Vorstellung.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Verstehe ich nicht. Was meint sie denn damit?
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
What are you talking about?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Yeah, because that is so hard to understand.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left...
How exactly did you end up at Hope Speak Academy again? You're the ultimate fucking idiot.
They finally left the surfboard case.
Jesus.
I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
Now what?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of
Why
history.
are you talking about fucking Prince?
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time.
How the...
As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made
Random
when
as
3
fuck.
or more people discover a body, right?
Okay, Moment, zurück, back on track. Body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body. Okay.
Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez, you're pretty annoying for noticing something like that. I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction.
Oh well.
It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Why?
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine. You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
Okay. Moment mal. Die Ansage kam doch als, wie heißt er jetzt nochmal? Kazuichi, genau. Die Ansage kam doch, als Kazuichi reingegangen ist. Und vorher war ja, unserer bisherigen Berechnung zufolge sonst nur Hiyoko da. Und wenn der Mörder selber nicht zählt, muss ja noch eine Person da gewesen sein zwischen Hiyoko und Kazuichi.
What's wrong with that? Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now then, I shall explain to you the final feature in the non-stop debates. What, there's even more? From this point forward, you will now be able to use the truth flashback. If you hold down the left mouse button, the shape of the reticle will change. Ach, es ist das, wo ich auswähle, was jemand anders sagt. Yeah, if you aim at the remark's weak spot and keep it in that position, you will be able to memorize it. This memorized phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or a mistake in your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When is the best time to flashback? Well, you just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while you're using the truth flashback. At least that's out of the question. Please remember that it is only effective when refuting points. Well then, good luck and have fun. Ich nehme mal an, wenn das jetzt schon kommt, müssen wir das jetzt auch machen. Haben auch nur Schauer.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Okay.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower, what did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Oh, okay, thanks
Maybe it's the other way around?
for that information.
Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
If I use that person's opinion, I might be able to break through the contradiction. Okay,
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible. No, that's wrong!
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. They could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shower. Like what?
Something other than a shower that was used to wash off the blood. It's possible it was the sea. The drinks inside the refrigerator.
I see! Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
Ich muss mal eben pinkeln. Bin gleich zurück. So, wieder da. So. Also, trommelt alle wieder ein. Kommt zurück. Kommt her, falls ihr mal weggegangen seid. The drinks inside the refrigerator. Could the killer have used those to wash off the... Entschuldigung. The blood.
I've seen through it.
Holy shit.